Hello, I'm Joey Haskins, and welcome back to You've Never Seen, in which I showcase a movie you've probably never seen before. The Long Good Friday is not like other gangster movies. A lot of the time, gangsters will shoot first and ask the questions later, or retaliate almost immediately when something bad happens to them. But Shand, played by Bob Hoskins in The Long Good Friday, tries very hard not to snap and resolve his problems with no one getting hurt. Or at least not a lot of people getting hurt. Directed by John McKenzie and written by Barry Keefe, The Long Good Friday shows Shand in a vulnerable position. He's currently trying to build an area for the upcoming 1988 Olympics with the help of cops and counselors he's friends with, but most importantly, a wealthy American boss looking to get a deal through with some more funding. However, things take a turn when two of his right-hand men are killed by a group of radicals. We don't find out who or why these radicals are attacking Shand's business at first. We are finding out the details as he does. And as the mystery grows, so does Shand's patience, leading to a climactic ending and a sweet cliffhanger to keep the audience on their toes. The movie also serves as a nice revival for British gangster movies, which have only been known for films starring Michael Caine. And a revival which would lead to many of the filmmakers of today to make their own British gangster movies. And with good performances like the one in this film, it's easy to see why. Haskins is probably at his best as the diabolical Shand. The fun thing about his performance throughout the film is that the beginning portrays him as a diligent, civilized man, but later peels away to show just how much of a monster he is. But the monster only comes out the longer he doesn't have his girlfriend, Victoria, there, played excellently by Helen Mirren. She's the only one who can seemingly calm Shand down and stop him from doing anything rash. It doesn't always work, but when somebody's entire career is jeopardized, who would stay calm? Not to mention several appearances from British actors who'd appear in films down the road. But most shocking of all is a very young Pierce Brosnan. I almost didn't recognize him when I first saw him, but he appears a little bit in the film and he doesn't even speak a line. But the clear stars are Hoskins and Mirren, who together make a stellar couple, but individually portray conniving characters who will do anything to make the other safe. The violence in the film is brutal, but it's more of an escalation of violence. The best violence in movies eases you into the real bad stuff. Maybe someone will get shot in the head or choked to death, or in this film's case, get slashed on the butt with a machete. The escalation of this violence leads to the epic final 20 minutes of the film, which soon become a massacre for all that have stood in Shand's way throughout. But while Shand deals with the violence, Victoria deals with the meetings. When she appears in the film, she does her best to sweet-talk the Americans to stay while everyone around them seems to be dying, using her charm to let them see reason. But underneath that persona, she's a cold, calculated woman who's just as villainous as Shand is. It's her investigating that allows Shand to finally figure out why these attacks on his guys are happening and who's doing it. And in the original script, she was just going to be an arm piece for Shand to sort of contradict him. But it was Mirren who suggested that she be more upper class and even be aware of Shand's criminal dealings. I also want to give props to Derek Thompson, who plays one of Shand's right hands. He seems very much like a background character in the film, but as it progresses and it's discovered he knows more than he's letting on, he delivers a good performance that feels evocative, but also desperate to let Shand succeed in every way possible. My favorite scene in the film is when his character is confronted by Shand on a boat, with Hoskins pouring it all into the scene. He's a man who feels betrayed, because not only did he lose some of his best men, but also some of his best friends. He starts out very emotional when his guys are killed in the beginning, so the film even feels a little tragic. Especially at the end, where things are resolved but don't necessarily go his own way, leading to a constantly referenced, iconic final scene in the car with its character reflecting on everything that's happened. The Long Good Friday, although not talked about nearly enough as it should, has cemented itself as one of the best films to come out of Britain. And with amazing career-defining performances from both Hoskins and Mirren, what is there not to love? You can find the film to stream on Max or the Criterion channel, or you can check it out at your local library. With Weston Media Center, I'm Joey Haskins, and I'll see you all next time.